We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Blackman behind, no balls and two strikes. And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me, they are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 3. One out, nobody on. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is drilled, but right into the shift. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. John Gray, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, the pride and joy of the Oklahoma Sooners. Former first-round draft pick by the Colorado Rockies. Big, strong guy, John Gray. 96 to up at 100 miles an hour. Good, hard breaking ball, and his changeup has gotten better every year that he's pitched. The key for John Gray, throwing strikes. If he keeps the ball in the strike zone at 98 to 100 miles an hour, he is really tough to hit.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 home. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And that's going to be a base hit, and the Brew Crew has struck first here. It's now 1-0.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Ryan Braun now. On a rope to the second baseman. Quick throw to first, not in time for the double play. And partner will slow this way down and have a look in super slow-mo. And you see him just extend as far as he can to pull this in. That's a fantastic play. Into the box now, Domingo Santana. Hit the other way out toward right field. Parra has it in his sights. And that's the second out of the inning. The relay. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right. So he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The relay, and he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The pitcher's jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position, and is danger of letting this thing get completely away from him. We'll see if he can put out the fire here, or if the inferno rages on.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt. Popped him up. Arenado has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park. It's the Brewers 2 and the Rockies nothing. In is Gerardo Parra. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. A handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Travis Shaw. The calling card's the bat. Left-handed power, the ability to manipulate both gaps, but also a very adequate, very underrated defender on both corners, both first and third.
Stepping into the box, Trevor Story, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
A bouncer up the middle, and that's the second out.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 20.
At the plate, Ian Desmond. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 2-0. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's just 1 for 6. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Desmond is in pursuit. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Actually, they're saying he trapped it.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Stepping in now, Zach Davies. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Story scoops it up. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
In now, Christian Yelich. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Skied down the left field line. Desmond sprinting after it, but this will land foul just shy of the wall. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The 0-2 home. High and deep to straightaway right. Hara racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in now, Lorenzo Cain. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Desmond. And that's the 3rd out. Milwaukee leaves 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Batting 8, catcher.
In now for Colorado, Chris Iannetta. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
2-0 now. Two-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cain is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 9.
So striding forward now, John Gray. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail it here 2-0. Now in the box, Travis Shaw looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, Ryan Braun.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Calling for it, Parra. 2 gone. Digging in now for the Brewers, Domingo Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Story picks it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Popped him up. Shaw is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's flared off to the right side. Santana ranging forward, and a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third. We'll see if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
In is Gerardo Parra. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Brewers lead it 2-1. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Orlando Arcia.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Desmond on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter.
Settling in now, Stephen Vogt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
He pulls this one into right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now, Jonathan Villar. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the background. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Zach Davies. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
This is flared out towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Christian Yelich. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Blackman is under it. And that retires the side. Brewers strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Softly hit here to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
The 0-1 delivery. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Here's Ryan McMahon now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Story over at second. Desmond at first with no outs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Yeah, and that credit the batter for busting out of the box and hustling down the line instead of getting mad at himself for rolling over on a ground ball. It's little things like that that can change the whole game.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. So stepping in, John Gray, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Down the third baseline. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Lorenzo Cain. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cain on his way to second. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Digging in, Travis Shaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
There's a shot out to right center field. The relay, throw to second, and he's out. But a run is in to score away from the play. Next for Milwaukee, Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Desmond going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Ryan Braun with the solo home run, and the Brewers have moved to a 4-1 lead.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Into the box,
Right
Domingo
fielder,
Santana.
Domingo
Now this ball's hit
Santana.
deep to left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in now, Orlando Arcia.
As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Brewers 4 and the Rockies 1. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. slow roller back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Up next for Colorado, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Dribbled up the line, but it's foul. Strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The batter, number 20, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, two tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And he struck him out, his seventh of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Two left for Colorado. They trail it 4-1. Mike Dunn enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 38, Mike Dunn.
Now at the plate, Stephen Vogt. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Behind 0-2 now. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar, lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Hit on the ground out to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And a relay to the plate. A tag for one. And they'll tag him out, returning to third, and it's a very costly double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! So they pick up no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Brewers lead this one 4-1. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Ian Desmond, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So that puts the Rockies leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul for strike 2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Chris Iannetta. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Grounded to first. Braun gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Rockies, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. In is Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Standing in, Lorenzo Cain. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Story brings it in. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and give Ryan Braun a 2-out chance.
Now batting.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Ryan Braun now.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Brewers strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. David Dahl is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 26, David Dahl.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Hit sharply on the ground. Garcia has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 9.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. Santana is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail it 4-1. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Digging in, Domingo Santana. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Domingo Santana.
He's set and the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
The 0-2 pitch is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Just an absolutely
absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Orlando.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Ottavino features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of the bat on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break down, and it's really hard to get the barrel on it. You'll see lots of swings and misses, and he can throw this pitch 3-4 times in a row and still make hitters look bad.
Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with show track. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. In now, Stephen Vogt.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Blackman is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's now 5-1. Here's Nolan Arenado. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And he's safe. In is Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. A grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Yelich is under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-2 game. So coming to the plate, Ian Desmond. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Heading out towards shallow right. Santana moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Ryan McMahon now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
5-2 the final score tonight. Milwaukee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Davies earns the victory on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 5 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Rockies, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners. Time of the ball game, 3 hours, 6 seconds.